Hello, everybody, and welcome to a mentee interview with an incredible member of our Wise Gentleman community, Anton. So, Anton is part of our Wise Gentleman e-commerce mentorship, and he has a lot of value to deliver to you guys today. He's going to share his experiences. He started within our team at absolutely zero. So zero experience in ecom, zero knowledge, and when he started within the mentorship, he'd never actually built an e-commerce store before. And what you'll see throughout this video, he's going to showcase his Shopify, his results, and he's going to walk everyone through how he's actually achieved what he's achieved. So in the last 28 days, how much have you made in the last 30 days, Anton?
Yeah, around 26K.
26K US dollars.
Yeah.
Amazing. So 0 to 26K per month mentee interview. I mean, before we run into things, Anton, please could you give me a little introduction into yourself, who you are, your background, where you're from, just so people have a bit of insight into yourself.
Yeah, of course. So I started off like really your basic 9 to 5 office worker. Working 9 to 5. I always had an interest in online business. I always wanted to create something, a business, but yeah, I had no credential, no education. Yeah, but I really liked like the e-commerce, the singularity of it, really like that's
Yeah,
what attracted me really, the like thinking it's all on me, the responsibility, I get to work the hours that I want to work. Yeah, it's like really fitted me. So I had no prior experience,
yeah,
and I joined the Wise Gentleman, and I was never really had anything against, investing in myself. Part of, mentorship courses, anything like that. I would always, as soon as I had money, like invest in myself,
yeah,
because I believe that's a lot better than investing in, I don't know, let's say the stock market, crypto, whatever.
yeah.
So, yeah, had no like prior experience, and yeah, I come quite a long way since joining the Wise Gentleman.
That's amazing. And when you got started, why was
Yeah,
it that you chose e-commerce? Because a lot of people who have 9 to 5 jobs, perhaps similar to some people watching this interview and this video, for example, they might have 9 to 5 jobs and they're not sure if they should go into e-commerce, into trading, into cryptos, into Forex. There's so many different ways to make money.
yeah,
And I
of
love
course.
e-commerce, and I know why I would choose e-commerce every single time. But why did you specifically choose e-commerce out of all the different routes you could take?
It's mainly because it allowed me to work. Really, it made me, I could work, behind the scenes. I didn't have to be like a salesperson. I don't like being the front guy, the front face or whatever.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, as I said, the singularity of it, it's like at the start, it's a one person thing, but of course I'm looking to expand and, building a team and everything. But
yeah.
like that I could do it all on my own essentially, with the right guidance, of course. And yeah, it's like e-commerce felt very attractive because of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to share a bit about your journey in e-commerce. Anton, could you drop a screen share on your Shopify? We're going to blur out his store name, so can't steal his product. But if you could show me your Shopify screen, let's go for the last
Yeah, of
30
course.
days.
Yes,
Last
for sure.
30 days.
See.
Awesome. So $26,559 in the last 30 days. And when did you start this particular store, Anton?
This was probably in late October, I think.
Amazing. And last 30 days is December. Wow. So
Yeah.
0 to 26K in a month in what? That's about 2 months.
Yeah.
Incredible. You're only just even at the front stages, like you're going to scale much, much further than this. There's so much more room for you to grow. And that's what we work alongside him within the mentorship. But I mean, how has achieving this actually impacted your life and getting to this stage so far, both from a financial perspective, but also from a mindset perspective and the person that you've actually become through this process to achieve 26K per month?
It's changed everything. I mean, it's going from working paycheck to paycheck, this you don't really have much inspiration or motivation I don't know, to build anything because you still get the same paycheck. Maybe you can be lucky and increase it a few percentage every year, get a promotion. I mean, just with e-commerce, I've seen there's so much potential, and the fact that you grow as a person while you grow your business, it's like that very much. It's your business reflects you as a person directly. So yeah, and I mean, I'm just in the beginning. I can only imagine where we go from here. But yeah, so far I mean, it's been life-changing, and the freedom that comes with it as well. Having my own time, I can do what I want on the days and focus on myself. Been amazing.
That's music to my ears. There's one common denominator between all of the successful mentees that we have within our team, and it's they don't just focus on making as much money as humanly possible, but they also focus on both the process of building the business, but also becoming the best version of themselves in every single area. And this is one really key factor in Anton's success. And as a byproduct of focusing on the processes and the input into his life and into becoming the best version of himself and following the strategies that we teach within e-commerce, this is how he's gone to this 0 to 26K per month in 2 months. It's not just focusing on the money, how can I make as much money as possible? It's how can I become the best version of myself possible? That's really why I applaud you, Anton, is because you've really embodied those principles. Anton, could you show me the dates at which you started this
Yeah.
particular store?
Yes, of course, James.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, what was the date you launched there? 19th of October, was it?
Yeah,
20th.
19th or 20th. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So, launched on the 20th of October here. And as you can see, it was a nice, steady start. And then things have really, really started growing from this point. Anton, could you just give me a little rundown of what you were working on during this period to actually scale this store? So, what did we do when we launched? Could you just run through some of the process that you took?
Yeah, so basically this in the beginning I was just testing, just running creatives, and testing different kind of angles, different pain points, just testing essentially. And from like really early on, I saw one type of ad doing pretty well, but I wasn't scaling the ad spend really anything here. So it's, just testing. And I kept testing a lot of different stuff. And yeah, it's been, I had read the same offer, for all this period, but just testing ads essentially.
Amazing. So, testing ads.
Yeah.
And I know the answer to this, but has this store got multiple products in? Was it a one product store when you launched? And how much of this revenue has come from one product or come from a variety of like having lots of different products on the store?
Yeah, so it's a bit fun. The store actually has a few products, but this is all from like one product, all this revenue here.
So you tested different products and
Yeah,
one product when you ran some meta ads particularly outperformed the others. Am I correct?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
One did really amazing and the other did not so well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what's been happening since you've been scaling right here? I see obviously you've scaled budgets since that starting period, and that's really what's amounted to that
Yeah, of course.
26
Yeah.
a month. What have you been doing?
Yeah, so basically you could say it started to increase. This is when I started running a different offer. Um, and while I was running that new offer, I also increased ad spend because things were looking very positive, And then I've more or less been just increasing ad spend, sticking with the foundations, making sure everything is all right, and just been scaling,
Is there any specific challenges that you faced growing this website that you wish you knew before, or perhaps were a big learning curve for you that you could share with the audience so they don't make the same mistake?
What's helped me so much is the fact that I have James as my mentor, because when you're doing this for the first time, it's very difficult to know what the next sort of step is. Well, I mean, I know the direction I'm heading in, but I don't know exactly what to focus on. And I can get stuck on something and I would not have seen this kind of progress if I did all of this alone. But I mean, mainly just keep looking at the data, because it's very easy to see sales coming in and you see big numbers, and you think everything is well, but you really need to look at the ad spend and the amount of returns you have, maybe you have a charge back here and there.
Yeah.
Like make sure your numbers are looking great.
At the moment, so you're doing 26K per month. How much time per day are you putting into starting your e-commerce store and growing it from here at the moment?
I mean, at the beginning, it's a lot of hard work. You have to build the website, you have to research the product, you have to research the target audience that you want to like target. There's a lot of research and work in the beginning, but as soon as everything is working, it's more the case of doing the correct inputs at the right time.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm working maybe a few hours a day, like strictly on this business, and of course, I still do research. I still try to find new products and everything. I'm still testing ads, but in terms of like working, it's probably a few hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing. If you go to back to the last 30 days,
yeah,
is there any words of advice that you would give to people who perhaps were in the position that you were in 3 months ago, 4 months ago, looking to get started in e-commerce, not sure maybe how to start, not sure if they should hire a mentor, for example, not sure if they should maybe on the fence about joining the Wise Gentleman. What words of wisdom would you give to yourself when you were just starting out in e-commerce based on your experience within e-com so far?
yeah. So I would say 100% if you have the possibility, invest in a mentor, invest in someone who has done it before you and has been successful at it. Because I mean, worst case scenario, you're gonna go back to your 9 to 5, and that's like your worst case scenario is most people best case scenario, that's the reality. And I mean, if you look at it like 10 years from now, if even if you would fail, what it's gonna matter if you spent like 1 month's salary on a mentorship, when the possibility is to change your life completely and make a living online for the rest of your life. I mean, there's nothing to to argue really.
Absolutely.
Yes, I would just say 100% invest in the mentorship.
100K a month is the next target.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. That's just 4x. Think about
Yeah,
how many X's that you've done so far from your first day at $63, I believe it was, to now your
yeah,
best day about $1,500. Was
yeah,
that 30x roughly? Now we
yeah,
just need to 4x it, and we're into some big, big numbers.
yeah, exactly.
And where Anton is right now is a brilliant point because he has such strong foundations. The way we structure and build e-commerce businesses is focusing on the long term and focusing on building a really long-term sustainable business. So that's basically focusing on the inputs and making sure that everything we do can compound over time. So where Anton is going from 0 to 26K per month is 10 times harder, if not 50 times harder, than going from 26K a month to 100K a month, and then 100K a month to 200K a month. It's all about setting foundations, and as you take action and you learn and you grow and you progress, the journey gets easier and easier and easier. And also, you have the ability to move with much more speed. So I'm super, super excited for your journey, Anton,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
continue building. You've been an absolute pleasure to work alongside so
Yeah,
far.
likewise, James.
You're an amazing guy, and you deserve all of this success that not only you've attained right now, but all of the success that's on your way. Thank you, Anton.
Thank you, James. Very kind of you.